It's pretty beautiful. One who divides between holy and clean, forgive our sins, and ease our pain. Prosperity and plenty add to our daily, like seashore sands, like stars at night. The day moves on like palm trees shade by Calvin Valley, charts the way, the watchman says. The morn has come, and soon the night, yes, soon the night. You're just as strong as Mount Tabor. My sins forgive, my faults ignore. Let me be pure like long before. My days fade like passing. Composed by a rabbi. Yeah.
Shabbat shalom. Are you a student, a visitor, community member? Oh, welcome. What's your name?
Joe.
Joe. Nice to meet you. I'm a shopper. What year are you?
I'm sophomore.
Sophomore. Wonderful. Have you been to the infant center? Okay, cool. Is this your second year on campus?
Yes. But it felt like it was time to come. It felt like it was time to come.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot going on. I'm so glad you're here.
Let's see if
Our congregation that meets
let's
on
see if we
campus. But we meet here
and
twice a month.
wow.
Yeah. So we
Didn't that
love having
No, it
students
wasn't
join us, and we are, and I'm also the Jewish chaplain for West State, so
For a long time I've looked for it,
I'd
so.
love to touch this because we love when students are involved, and the Jewish student organization wasn't a Jewish student organization, but it is not fun. You need to rebuild it.
Yeah,
Where are you from?
Jumped around between
Well, we started to get discarded when they did that.
No, it wasn't this.
There you are.
Yes.
Yeah, we had it in the back, and then we had it up on that shelf.
Yeah, I haven't seen it at all, so I'm not sure.
I know it's not in there.
No, just want to make sure, like I said.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are
Good to see you.
So,
You were talking to the director.
I'm trying to. Not as good as you. It's good to see you.
Getting older and older.
Make sure people know that we're here and we're doing this.
Better and better every day.
More work, more work, more work. That's all it is.
Andrew, I will find it.
Okay, thank you.
I will try to find it. The Ten, yeah, the Ten Commandments. Hold on. How you doing?
Wonderful. Good to meet that for every class of
See.
even if you are not.
Every student.
Every single student, yes. Yeah,
You can put one on.
Okay, should we?
You can, yes, you can, you absolutely.
You are welcome to
Well,
wear
we don't know
that.
what the custom, I mean,
It
Yes,
is
but-
not required.
I want to put one on.
Go for
Okay,
it.
by all means.
By all means, yeah.
That's different color though.
A black one?
You take whatever color.
They're multicolored because, you know, there's different styles. People have different preferences.
You're trying to match your gray. What's up?
That's very elegant. I mean,
I thought you were gonna
there's
get
so
me.
many different. I do. I have bought mine in. I don't know
It's
if
fine.
there's sometimes it does not get me.
You're supposed to get me.
You gotta find one of these, Bill.
Yeah, I know. Thanks. Oh.
Andy, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. I'm so excited that I got this to work.
That's awesome. You have the app on your phone.
The app is on my
and you've
phone.
linked your app to the YouTube account.
So actually, can you go to my phone? I'm just.
Is it already transmitted? Like,
It should be.
really? Okay, so I have to go to YouTube and look for the interface account.
Or you could just go to the email that I sent. With the link.
Go to that link. Okay, I can do that. So.
Hi, hello there. Oh, good to see you. Rabbi, ask him, invite your folks to take my little, because
Sure.
it has all your stuff in there too.
Oh, yeah,
That's-
great. And
well-
it has our contact information in it too.
Everything that we try to.
We try.
everything. Good to see you.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm Joe.
Are you seeing?
Joe? Joe, good to see you.
No, I see a picture of it. And okay, there we go.
There we
Okay,
go.
it's a delay. That's why it's a delay. Okay.
That's allowed. We're allowed to have a delay
That's
because
good.
they don't know.
So you heard, you
That's
saw
good.
the announcement they got?
Good. It's a long delay, but it's a delay.
Oh, we're the best.
There I am now. Okay,
Yeah.
it's good.
Thank you. Let me see.
And then trust Father Savage to know if the sound would pick up.
She might be able to have feedback, but
You don't have to, but if you'd like to, you
You
can.
can.
well,
Drop one in.
let's see what happens. If
Are you gonna?
you said that.
Come on.
Come through now on the delay.
Okay.
Thank you.
And trust Father Savage to know. Oh,
There you
so
go.
there you go. That is a significant delay.
Yeah, it's all right.
That's all right.
It's better
That's
than
fine.
That's awesome. That's great. That's awesome.
Great.
Welcome to the new age of technology, Rabbi.
It's amazing.
Isn't it though?
We've been trying to get this streaming to work for 6 months now, over a year.
You're over here
A
probably
year, over a
just
year.
talking about it and
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it required one of us being here with particular staff members of the interface centers because there's like signing into other people's accounts.
Yes, all the
basically.
accounts being shared, yes.
Yeah, there's a lady on Sunday that, it's always the same woman that's setting it up.
Oh, yeah. Well, now I've got it, so I
All right.
can set it up.
See, it's your age.
Yeah. Hello, Shabbat Shalom. Welcome. You guys connected to the university, students?
Yeah, this,
You're a student,
But I had one.
Jeff.
Jeff. I'm Robin Shaw.
Father Savage, it's all right. You don't need to find it right now, but I'm hoping it's somewhere that's been tucked away. Like I said, I looked in the closets, I couldn't find
That
it.
bothers me, because it was,
I had it labeled in the back too, saying that.
no, because it was in there, and we put it out here to
Yeah.
explain.
Hear you?
But this was hidden, and I came, here, this is why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not sure.
It should be out here.
No.
What are you studying?
Hopefully it's like I said, tucked away somewhere.
Excellent.
Did you give him where he's from?
No, I didn't give it, you can give it to her.
Right, so I guess you're not.
It's in the box, yeah.
Not so
Yeah.
far.
Yeah, exactly.
It's bothers me.
It's funny because I used to go out, I mean,
Like I said, hopefully it got tucked away somewhere inadvertently in the box or
Well,
something.
usually people, they don't.
but now,
Yeah.
kind of like these services,
And that's
that I
my-
have to go to virtually or.
Thank you.
You can go anywhere in the world now because of streaming.
Yeah, the goal was also to have it displayed, and
Oh, yeah, because even
I know.
training,
Nice.
that was made by one of our son.
all that stuff is in it.
Yeah.
This should be exposed.
Yeah.
Hide it.
So if you need any, just let me know. I've got a million things to ask. We'll do things less of it.
Very valuable.
Oh, yeah.
With love.
I know you're, there's like a memorial in the back.
Well, I don't know if it's a memorial or donated by or,
Just- yeah,
yeah, I had my name, but
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
I'll call now until he goes.
well, we will get it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. This year.
Oh, wow. That's worse than it.
Yeah, just see if it's meant to go.
Yeah, the stocking cup with it too.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, usually those go, but ask if that's.
Shabbat Shalom. So I just got this beautiful.
You're one of my beautiful folks. She made them.
Do you hang
follow.
any of these up here in the building?
You're the only
Yeah, my
one
father's
that
house,
does
keep them locked normally, I think they.
symbolic. Try not to
But
put
we
too
try not to
much
put things up.
because of the Muslim students and all
Right.
that. So I just put mine up for
And
my
I-
services and take it down.
Oh, and you
I
take
don't
it
think
down.
Yeah.
Basement
So you can
drilling,
put that
lock
up
all
and
doors up that
Yeah,
way.
You could take it up and take
It's
it
got a
down.
suction cup.
Yes, I noticed that. Oh, okay.
He said to.
Yeah, so we
There's
keep,
also one way.
you're the only
Really?
one we keep
I don't
exposed
know how to
to.
lock it, because I don't think there's a
What?
lock, I don't know if there's
Oh,
like
we
a,
need more
a
Jewish
mechanism
stuff.
here, we can see.
I could
Downstairs,
go around
here,
and see if it.
that was all, everything was in the
How about
box.
That's Father's Day, you know.
I exposed it all.
Ask.
Father's Day.
Oh, thank you
If
so
there's
much.
more stuff,
What's
you
your
can ask them.
Paula.
Paula?
What's up, sorry?
Gorgeous.
Does that can't be open from the outside, right?
What do you mean?
Can that door open from the outside?
Yeah, it can be.
Oh.
No, only from the inside.
Totally agree.
Oh.
You want somebody to come in that way?
No, no, I'm
No,
saying
we
she doesn't
don't.
want-
We
she
only
cheated
want one
when she
way
wasn't
to
comfortable
the
with
police
that.
Feel
are
free to get
right
up.
there.
Yeah, that's just to go out. No, zero. If you think about it, I don't come. So if you just, yeah, because we asked them to be here. Yeah. If you think about it, it comes.
Yeah, I agree.
What's wrong now?
Yeah.
You're right. Oh, it sounds like Brett.
Watching Fox.
Okay. It's all good.
Just seeing what time it is.
What's that?
People are early.
Yeah.
Everybody's early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually.
It's basically an open thing on YouTube, where she set up a link earlier. We just go to the interface channel there on YouTube and just click that. It's a delay. It's on a delay.
their own channel?
Yeah. Interface.
It's on its own YouTube channel. It's like directly hooked up.
You got
It's
it
very
all
cool.
set up?
So,
Yeah.
You got
I
it?
think so.
You got it
We're
up?
done.
Yeah, it's like 2 minutes away.
Yeah.
I didn't want to come out because I'm full of burritos.
Yeah. Here you are.
What's that? Well, here I am.
Mhm.
I am. What's that movie? Peter Sellers. It was like the last one he did.
It goes from the back to the front.
yeah, it sounds, yeah.
That's such a great
I never
movie.
saw it.
Oh, you should see that.
I
From the back.
cinephile too. He's got a list. He said they're giving some type of all movie that see the classics and all that. I'm sure it's on there.
Early.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I can't remember when Peter Sellers died. But it was actually, I think that might have been last. Yeah, I sit around here.
Just tickle. Just tired from talking. So do you remember it being there? Do you remember-
No, I never remember being there. That's the thing.
Okay.
I don't remember being out.
Yeah, it was,
So-
it was,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it was
I
out.
was on the, I walked up for it.
The nice,
Unless it was
yeah,
for like a
nice
summer
wooden-
or something. And
Nice wooden engraved.
Yeah, yeah.
The floor, yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Man,
yeah, exactly. It's the 10 words, the Decalogos.
Umbrellas.
Father Savage, how you doing with semi-retirement?
It really isn't, not retired, well, it hasn't kicked in really. Still a lot of stuff.
Task never ends.
Yeah.
You know, I've been-
It's beautiful. It's a cute one.
Oh my goodness.
Still here, still here.
Baked it.
Yes.
That's so cool.
That's funny.
Once you get to crawling, nobody hangs up.
That's right.
Only thing I did.
That's right.
Got you
So
going.
exactly, you're exactly right.
I bought a knife, a
No,
certain knife for
perfect.
cutting, just pass
We
it
must
around.
learn from our experiences.
Yes,
And
you know, instead of
yeah.
cutting versus passing around, tearing it, dropping it, all that.
No. We're done with passing, tearing, touching, everybody
Yes.
touching the challah. I'm done
Yeah,
with
yeah, thank you. Just making sure you're gonna support that.
that. Yes.
That knife is under the hollow.
Good to see you.
It's one little slice first.
Great to see you.
To make sure it all goes. It goes quick.
It needs a lot of performance.
Does this happen when you leave that you're back here and everybody else is like halfway across the room?
No, this is Phil. It's all Phil. They all filled in on Sunday. All filled in.
Well,
All the chairs, yeah.
sometimes I move the lectern and stand here.
I moved it for you today.
He feels it on Sundays, he brings donuts, just so you know. That's the reason he feels
The
it.
lectern up to here
Oh, you
because
can do
people
that,
are like,
but if you wanna,
no, I'm gonna keep it back there for
yeah,
the time.
because this will pick you up better
Yeah.
from this distance, but yeah, you can move that up here, push that back and move it up. You take the drawer out at all?
We're not gonna take the tour out
All right.
today.
Like,
Wait, do you think it will pick me up from over there?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Oh, yeah,
then it's
absolutely.
fine. I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
moving furniture down.
Perfect, I got mics on, so,
I appreciate
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Hello, Lisa. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
There are books.
Aren't you nice?
How you doing?
Books
We got-
already
we got
out.
plenty
I
of
don't like to
books.
sit sideways, but I'll sit over here.
What, you wanna sit over here? Sit over here?
Rabbi Savage, welcome.
How you doing?
He's either
You're doing
Baptist
so
or Jewish
sweet.
or Catholic.
I'm everything right now.
So am I.
Everything. You wanna sit there?
Why? No, I'm good.
You good?
Rabbi likes us to sit close.
Makes me feel like, you like me. But
I like you, but I will be closer to the next one.
that's also the story. I understand the desire to sit facing. That makes sense.
Yeah, this is, it feels like you're riding on a bus.
Oh.
So did you live stream all of the services?
When you say they, other
Is
denominations,
Yeah.
there's a channel, I don't know if they all do it, but I know some of them, some of them do.
Really, we're the ones that do it. We're just-
Well, the Sundays, you're saying, to do it?
We do every Sunday. So we just talked to Rabbi today how to look it up. So you-
I think, like you said, the passwords, having the right people here to make sure everyone's logged in was the key.
As long as it's on somebody's phone,
Yeah, she has it on hers now.
I mean, you can see, you can actually see the,
Yeah, I checked it on YouTube. It's on a delay, obviously, but
Right.
yeah. Sorry.
Rabbi, did Colleen tell you to like post it a few minutes ahead of time for people to get on?
She sent the link out already. She
I
sent the
think
link
I
out.
sent
in
the link out already.
Yeah, I already tested it.
And you already tested, so it's on.
It's on, yeah.
Great.
We're already live.
Yeah.
Great.
All of our conversations are being broadcast.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, once you go public, it's all set. What's that?
It's progress. Progress.
And what do you think? Should we start on time or should we wait for more of our members?
It's up to you. A lot of people use their trackers anyway, so.
They're always our stragglers. Since I have a feeling that more of the Ahavasa team members are going to be in the straggling crowd, and we have very prompt people who are with us for the first time tonight, I think I'll start with some words of introduction, so then we can get a little bit oriented. First of all, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
It's been quite 2 weeks. It's been an intense time in the Jewish world and beyond in the rest of the world as, thank you to Andy, who is our technical support here. But it's been a really hard time, and it feels incredibly valuable to come together in person, and to come together as a Jewish community, and to come together with our doors open to community supporters who are here to agree with us and pray with us for peace. So I'm so grateful for each of you for showing up. I want to give you a little orientation to this book. This is our Siddur, our prayer book called Neshama, and it is as some of you have already discovered looking through it, it is a treasure trove. It has Hebrew prayers that we will be singing, Shabbat Shalom. It has English translations, and it has lots of commentary in words and even in pictures. And so I encourage people to use it however you feel inspired to use it. Let your eyes go to the thing that is
most meaningful to you. Make use of the commentary, translations, pictures to find something meaningful for you in our prayer service tonight. We are going to follow the rhythms of a traditional Shabbat evening service. We will be singing in Hebrew. We will be doing some readings in English. I'll call out the pages. I might even invite someone else to read out loud. My voice gets tired. Y'all have beautiful voices. So we are going to start with a nibun, a wordless melody. It's called the Shabbos nibun, and it has actually one word, which is Shabbos. So I think I've sung it before here, so some of you might recognize it, and I encourage you to join in as it becomes familiar. And I should say, at any point in the service, I encourage people to join in, whether or not you know the words. There is often, but not always, transliteration in the book, or you're always welcome to just hum or sing along the tune. So we'll start with the tune to help us get centered and become present, and I encourage you to join me as it becomes familiar. Shabbat candle lighting. We light candles at the beginning of Shabbat, at the beginning of holidays. And let's see, Andy, do you want to share our candle lighter? Sure. And before we light the candles, there's a poem on page 2. So I invite you to open to page 2 in our Siddur. And if you need a siddur, there are some I see over here, and there are around the room.
Thank you.
And I invite us to read the poem on the top part of page 2, to light candles in all the worlds. I invite you to join me. To light candles in all the worlds, that is Shabbat. To light Shabbat candles is a soul deep pregnant with potential into a splendid seed. In the mystery of the fire of sunset, lighting candles transforms my room into a river of light. My heart sets in an emerald waterfall. Thank you. And Andy will light our candles, and then we'll sing the blessing on page 5.
Let's sing. And then turn to page 13.
Shabbat Shalom, welcome to all who come in. We're going to turn to page 13 in our Siddur for Shalom Aleichem, which is a poem welcoming the angels, the Shabbat angels into our presence. And I was thinking about this service as a service focused on peace, and the word shalom in Hebrew is a greeting. Hello, goodbye, but it's at the center, it's peace. And you'll notice as we sing, the word shalom reverberates through this as we welcome the messengers of peace into our midst. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharei, Malachei Elyon, Malachei HaMalachim HaKadosh Baruch Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech, Malachei HaMalachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Malachei HaMalachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Seichem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mimelech, Malachei HaMalachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Continue with some of the songs of Kabbalat Shabbat, the songs that welcome in Shabbat, on page 27. For Yismachu, let the skies rejoice, the earth have glee, oceans resound in all your fullness. And I invite you to see and imagine the natural world in a joyful moment, even beyond what humans can experience. Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, V'tagel haaretz, Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, V'tagel haaretz. Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam. Continue on page 41 with L'chadadi. Oh, come, my friend, towards Shabbat. Shabbat in Jewish tradition is sometimes understood as a bride, the presence of a bride coming towards us. And I was just last week at the wedding of my sister-in-law. Actually, I was officiating, so I'm very freshly in the feeling of like watching everybody stand up to get a view of a bride and a groom coming together for a joyful moment. And it felt very profound to be celebrating life and love in the broader context of really harsh realities in our world. So I wanted to bring that image to you. And the other piece of this is I was talking to my spiritual director, who's actually an Israeli woman in Israel. And when I was talking to her, this was last week. So in the midst of all of the chaos of their lives right now, you could hear wedding music through the Zoom call because they were celebrating a wedding, on her block. So I'm holding on to that image as well as we welcome the Shabbat bride, that there's the possibility, and beyond the possibility, the necessity of celebrating what's worth celebrating, and celebrating love, and celebrating being together in our community. So we'll sing Lecha Dodi, page 41. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat mikabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat mikabela. Shabbat mitzvor v'dibur echad, yishmi shema echad, l'shem tiferet v'tehillah. Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat mikabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat mikabela. Page 43. Likrat Shabbat le'echad le'echad, ki mekor ha'bracha, me'roshim eden nesuva, sofa zeben machshavat tehillah. Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat mikabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat mikabela. Turn to page 47 and I invite you to rise. Shalom ateret ba'ala, gam b'simcha u'tehala, tov emunei yamsekula, bo'ichala, bo'ichala. Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat mikabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat mikabela. Turn to page 57. You can stay standing for the Baruch Hu, the official call to prayer together, where we say, where I get to say, are you all ready to bless the source of life? And you'll get to say, we're ready to make these blessings. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. You may be seated. Is there anyone who feels up for reading aloud in English? Who wants to be a reader? Go for it. Me? Yes, you. We're going to read Mariv Arabim, the English translation on page 58. This is a blessing for the one who brings on the evening.
Blessed are you, eternal one, our God, sovereign of all worlds, by whose word the evening falls. In wisdom you open heaven's gates, with divine discernment you make seasons change, causing the times to come and go, and ordering the stars on their appointed paths through heaven's dome, all according to your will. Creator of the day and the night, who rolls back light before the dark and dark before the light, who makes the day pass away and brings on night, dividing between day and night. The leader of the throngs of heaven is your name. Living and enduring God, rule over us now and always. Blessed are you, Almighty One, who makes the evening fall.
So we go from a blessing of the natural world and the cycles of day and night and the stars in the sky to a blessing about God's eternal love for us. And I wanted it to, the blessing starts Ahavat Olam Be'Yisrael Amcha Ahavta. You have loved with an eternal and everlasting love your people, the house of Israel. And a friend of mine this week taught me a song that's a little inspired by and connected to these words. It's in English, so I wanted to share it with you. And it's very simple, and it was written, the words are, we are beautiful, we are loved, we are worthy of life. And so we'll sing that, and then we'll change the pronoun to you are beautiful, and then to they are beautiful, to affirm all of our beauty and worth, and the sense of divine love for all of us, always. So I think you'll pick it up pretty quickly. It goes like this. We are beautiful, we're beloved, we are worthy of life. We are beautiful, we are beloved, we are worthy of life. You are beautiful, you are beloved, you are worthy of life. You are beautiful, you are beloved, you are worthy of life. They are beautiful, they are beloved, they are worthy of life. They are beautiful, they are beloved, they are worthy of life. I am beautiful, I am beloved, I am worthy of life. I am beautiful, I am beloved, I am worthy of life. You turn to page 65 for the Shema. Okay. Affirmation of love and worthiness. The name of God is unified and connected to all of us. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Et Adonai Elohecha, b'chol levavecha, b'chol nafshecha, b'chol mi'atecha, v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele, asher anochi mitzavecha, hayom ha'alecha, v'shinatam b'manecha, v'tibarta bam, v'shetecha v'techa, v'techa v'terech, v'shetecha v'kumecha, v'shetecha liot al-adecha, v'hayu v'tetecha b'einecha, v'chatam al mitzvot beitecha, v'misharecha. We continue silently through page 73. תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים אלוהיכם, אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם אלוהים, Ani Adonai Elohechem. Adonai Elohechem. Amen. Turn to page 79. Turn together to page 80 for Hashkivenu. This is a prayer. Literally, it means help us lie down. It's a prayer at the nighttime, acknowledging that the darkness is easily a time where fear arises, and we say, our ancestors acknowledge it's a time when people prayed to live through till the morning, and sometimes we do too, whether it's the literal night or the nighttime of our souls. So I'm going to invite us to read together the translation, the English of Hashkivenu, this prayer for divine help in the evening, on page 80. Help us to lie down here, our God, in peace, and let us rise again, our sovereign light. Spread over us the shelter of your peace, decree for us the worthy lot, and redeem us from the sacred wavering, and enfold us with your protection. For you are our redeemer, Lord. Truly the sovereign, gracious, and compassionate are you. God, going forth each day for life and peace, now and always, spread over us the shelter of your peace. Blessed are you, compassionate one, who spreads your canopy in peace over all your people in Israel and over Jerusalem. Hear us. Turn to page 91. So actually, I want everybody to turn to page 89 first. I mentioned that the Siddur is beautiful in its words and also in images, and there's a long history and tradition of Jews making art using words like this. Shabiti is the name of this kind of art, where there's designs using words that are a tool for meditation. And sometimes, especially in the past 2 weeks, I felt completely at a loss for words. And prayers can help, and sometimes even the words of prayer can feel overwhelming to try and relate to the words of someone else. And so I want to offer this as we move into the Amidah, our personal prayer time, that this might be an image to refer to or to meditate on. You're welcome to use the words in the book or close your eyes and follow the meditations of your heart. So we'll rise for the Amidah, we'll chant the first few paragraphs together, and then there will be a period of silence for personal reflection. We'll begin on page 91. Adonai sepetatim tavutia eternal God, open up my lips, let my mouth declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah. El Haggadol, Hagibor, Hanora, El Elyon, Omer Hasadim Tovim, Bekonei Hakol, Zoher Hasei Avot, Me'iro Halifnei Bneihem, Levan Shelo B'Yavad, Melech Ozer Mashiach Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Molei Abraham, Ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Rav Le'Hoshia, Mashiach HaRuach, U'morid HaGashem, V'chakel Chaim B'chesed, V'chayei Kol Chai B'rachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim V'rofei Olim, Umatir Asurim, V'kayem Emunato, Lishenei Afar, Mi Kamocha Bal Diburon, Umidom Elah, Melech Ne'im, Umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua. Ve'ne'emata l'hachayot kol chai, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh kol chai. Conclude our personal prayer on page 107, the bottom paragraph. Shalom Aleinu, V'yam Kol Yisrael, V'imru Amen. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, V'yam Kol Yisrael, Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, V'yam Kol Yisrael. Be seated. move out of the Siddur for a moment, prayer for healing. So as I look around the room, I'll invite you to share the names of anyone you're praying for healing for today. And it's totally optional if you'd like to share their names. And then we'll sing a short prayer for all of those people.
All in prayer.
Judy Stola,
James Bertrand, oh, sorry.
John Murphy,
James Bertrand and Jonathan Ross.
David Stone.
Jerry Duffy, David Sierra.
So for all those names mentioned and anyone else in our hearts, we'll pray for the healing of body and mind and spirit. And I also like to throw in a prayer of sustenance and strength for all of the caretakers who are supporting people in their healing process. So we'll sing the words that Moses prayed for his sister Miriam, a very short prayer. El Nah, God, please, Rafa Nahla, heal her, please. So it goes like this. El Nah, Rafa Nahla, El Nah, Rafa Nahla, El Nah, Rafa their body and their mind and their spirit. Let us say amen.
Amen.
So it is really wonderful to see this room full on this Shabbat occasion, when Jews around the world have been stricken by the events in Israel and in Gaza, and feeling repercussions of those all around the world. And in terms of increased anti-Semitism, it feels really powerful to me to be together with my Jewish community, and also to be with friends who care about us, and to be a community that's here to pray together for everybody, for healing for everybody, for peace for everybody. So I did some reflecting on what are some of the different components of why we're here tonight, and I came up with a lot of reasons why, and I'm hoping that some of these will resonate with you, and maybe they won't all, but there's a lot going on for many of us. So the first reason we're here is because it's Shabbat, and Shabbat is a major tool in the Jewish spiritual toolbox for sustaining ourselves, for nourishing ourselves, our spirits, for resting and rejuvenation and reconnection. So it's Shabbat, and we need it. We're here because our Jewish world has been completely rocked by Hamas's brutal attack, and we feel less safe as Jews, and we feel less safe in our neighborhoods, and it is legitimate for this all to hurt us, and we're hurt, so we want to be together. We're here because our Jewish world has been rocked by the knowledge of the brutal ongoing military occupation and military response against Gaza, which is costing thousands of innocent lives. And this massive grief wrenches our souls. We're here because we are speechless with shock and horror. Perhaps we're here to sing when we have no words. One of my teachers, Rabbi Sharon Cohen-Anisfeld, reminded us on a rabbinic listserv that we should allow ourselves to be at a loss for words. Rabbis are kind of good at talking, feeling the need to fill space, but our teacher reminded us that we need to allow ourselves to be at a loss for words. The speechlessness that we feel in the face of what we've witnessed is a sign of humanity and of humility, and we should honor it, and we should protect it, and we should not rush past it. Perhaps we're here because we don't know what to do. Perhaps we're here because we do know what to do. Perhaps we're here because we want to talk to others about what to do. Perhaps we're here because we wish other people would listen better, would listen to us. Perhaps we want to be listened to. We're here because we are profoundly disturbed by the growing rifts within our own communities. We are here to be together with other Jews who are experiencing the grief and the horror, and to hold each other. We're here because grief is a process, and it is right to make space for it. We're also here to be with our brothers and sisters and siblings in the community who are not Jewish, who are experiencing just as much grief and horror. And we experience their presence and their company, and we're here so we don't feel alone. So those are a lot of reasons why we might be here. And what are we here to do? One of the things that we're here to do is to cry out. And there's a word for lamentation, lamenting, echa, which is the Hebrew name of the book of Lamentations. And this word echa is an anguished cry. The book of Lamentations is a poetic book describing the total destruction of Jerusalem long time ago. But the description is very hard to read. And that book starts with this word, echa, echa. It's a crying, I can't even capture it. How could it be? It's alas, and it's how. And one of my other teachers, Rabbi Aryeh Bernstein, wrote beautifully about this word this week. And he called on a midrash about the book of Lamentations that pointed out that this word echa, how can this be, is written with the exact same Hebrew letters as the word ayecha, which is, where are you? And ayecha is an interesting word that appears in the book of Genesis. It appears when Adam and Eve are in the Garden of Eden and they have eaten from that tree of knowledge, and then they realize they weren't supposed to do that, and they have all sorts of more awareness, and God calls out, Ayecha, where are you? So it's a spiritual, it can be a locational, but a spiritual locational word. Where are you? And Rabbi Bernstein writes, the Midrash conflates these two words, teaching that our lamentation implies a divine question. Lurking in the letters of our grief and horror at what has happened to us is the question we're always being asked. Where are you in this destruction? Who are you going to be? He goes on to pull out some more of the interplay between echa and ayecha, pulling on the story of Isaac. After the binding of Isaac, so after Isaac himself suffered a great trauma as he was brought to the altar by his father, and his father Abraham thought that his instruction was to offer his son Isaac as a burnt offering, and Isaac barely walks away. It's moments from being slaughtered. And there is this, where did he go word? And he went to a place after that. Abraham goes back to his home of Sarah, and Isaac does not go with him. Isaac goes to a place called Be'er L'chai Roi, which is interestingly also the place that Hagar and Ishmael fled to after experiencing trauma from being part of Abraham's family. So that's where they fled to, where Hagar fled to originally, and the rabbis infer that that's where they went to live. And so in this midrash, Isaac goes to be with other members of his family who have also experienced trauma. Rabbi Bernstein describes this as Isaac, the favored son, the empowered son on whose behalf Ishmael and Hagar were abused and exiled, experiences unfathomable trauma, but does not try to compete with Hagar and Ishmael for who has suffered more. Having experienced trauma resonant with theirs, he goes to them, identifies with them, and builds solidarity with them. I'd never read this midrash until this week. I find it incredibly powerful to think about Isaac going to live and grow up with Hagar and Ishmael. I think the pain and trauma of this week are real, and the horror is palpable, and we are crying out, Echa. The only path through is the path of ever-widening spheres of empathy and perceiving the trails of trauma that have led us to this moment. Just like Isaac noticed where there could be empathy and crossed from his home with his father Abraham and tried to find empathy with other people where he could heal from his own trauma. And it asks us, Ayecha, where are you? Where are you right now? How are you going, how am I also? How are each of us going to live? How are we going to situate ourselves in the face of these really traumatic and violent realities that we're experiencing, or learning about through the news, or hearing about from our friends and our family? It's a hard question to answer. So I want to leave you with this question, Ayecha, where are you? And I also want to leave us with a prayer for peace that tries to hold some of the pieces that we're dealing with, because I do hope that wherever we are praying and acting for peace. Eloheinu v'Elohei imotenu v'avotenu, our God and God of our ancestors. We ask your blessing for the peoples of Israel and Palestine. We remember that Israel is literally the one who struggles with God. It's also Jacob's children, Bnei Israel, children of Israel. We can refer to the land of Israel or the state, and we ask for your blessing on all of Israel's inhabitants who are Jewish and Christian and Muslim and Buddhist and atheist, who are white and black and Arab, who are Ashkenazi and Sephardi and Mizrahi, Ethiopian and Filipino, and so many more identities in that diverse society. We ask for blessing on all of them and on all of us. Kadosh Baruch Hu, Holy and Blessed One, show Israel's leaders your path. Israel, the state, and Israel, that is all of us, show our leaders your paths so that we may act with wisdom and courage and dedication. And we ask that the leaders in Israel, the state, be unwavering in their pursuit of peace, in their efforts for the safe return of the hostages. Strengthen their hearts, but keep them from hardening. Matir Asurim, freer of the captives. Return all those who are kidnapped, safe and sound to their homes, without the spilling of more innocent blood, without any more souls being tarnished by horrific acts. Ba'al Harachamim, Master of Compassion, help us uphold the humanity and the dignity of the Palestinian people wherever they live. As we are made in your image, remind us of your ways. Spread over us your shelter of peace and fulfill the vision of your prophets. They shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation. They shall never again know war. Together, let us say, Amen. So we're going to close, but it feels appropriate to, while those prayers are on our hearts, to also say a prayer of memory. So you can find the Mourner's Kaddish on page 131. So I'm saying Kaddish in memory of all who've lost their lives in these events in the past 2 weeks. And now I'm going to look around the room, and if there's other people on your heart that you are saying this prayer of memory for, I invite you to share their names as well.
Like what is it?
For all of them and for anyone else in our hearts that we're remembering today, if it is your custom to rise from Mourner's Cottage, I invite you to do so. It's on page 131.
Yiparav Vishtabav Vipahar Vietramam Vietnamse Vietatar Vietale Vietalav Shmei Kurishar Kurifu Lelima Minkol Virpata Vishirata Tishvapata Vinafamata Damira Dinoma Vimru Amen Yehesh Shamarava Minishmaya Vahim Amadinu Velko Yisrael Vimru Amen Oseh Shalom V'Rahman, Yaseh Shalom, Amen, Velko Yisrael, Velko Yisrael, V'Imru, Amen. Oseh Shalom V'Rahman, Yaseh Shalom Aleinu, V'Yakov Yisrael, V'Imru. Amen. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, V'Yakov Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, V'Yakov Yisrael.
We'll turn back to page 121 for communion.
Lifnei melech, b'chei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch Hu.
Page 125. Adonai Yimloch v'Olam V'Areh V'Ne'emar V'Haya Adonai V'Melech Kol Haaretz V'Yom Hahu Yiheh Adonai Echad U'Shemo Be seated. Just thank everyone again for came in after I introduced myself, I'm Rabbi Shachar Colt. I serve congregation at Havas Achim, which meets right here on campus. So if there are any students who didn't know there's a synagogue that meets on your campus, we do. And we're here about twice a month for most of the school year. And so I'd love to meet you if I haven't yet, and stay in touch. I serve the campus community as well as the congregational community. And I also wanted to remind folks that Father Savage put so much work into gathering our interfaith resources and printing them out and making it possible for us to get to know each other and support each other's activities and learn from each other. And we have a newsletter for the Interfaith Center. If anyone wants to take one, they're over there. And I also want to thank Father Savage for your leadership in publicizing that we're doing this and helping surround this Jewish community with the loving support of other people in the campus and community that care about us and our experiences. So it's very meaningful to be here with you.
Thank you.
Any other announcements, Sandy? Or anything else we should be?
Last Sunday, we participated in the Ride to Provide, which supports the Jewish Federation of Western Mass, and they give, not just to Jewish groups, but they give to like a lot of worthy organizations in Western Mass. We were, I would say, overrepresented there, given our small numbers here. Myself, Fran and Art, Nancy was there, Risa was there, my other son Max was there. Well in the race.
Like the
And, we continue to do our part at the Westfield Soup Kitchen, which is something this group has done for, I said 25 recently, and I was corrected that it was more than 30. It's just a really long time. And am I missing anything, guys?
We're gonna have a closing song, and then everyone's invited to our little kiddish downstairs.
Number one, the Havarat will be meeting on November 4th for a Havdalah service, and Nancy has bought everybody candles and spice. And you're all invited. It's going to be at my house, but Nancy is taking care of it. I'm centrally located, so everyone is invited. I would like to invite everybody here to join us for the menorah lighting for Hanukkah early in December. I'm not exactly sure of the date, but
December 10th.
And then we go across the street to the Methodist Church for a Hanukkah party with homemade potato pancakes, latkes. And you're all invited.
We'll make more announcements about Hanukkah. We have some time between now and then.
They won't be here.
That's,
We'll put it in.
I don't know, maybe y'all are gonna keep coming to
Put it in
worship
the
Hanukkah.
Put it in the newsletter.
Yeah, it's in
Yes, it's in our newsletter.
We'll put it in
Great.
the newsletter.
So we will have a concluding song. Adon Olam is on page 133. Adon Olam, Asher Malach,
Asher Malach,
B'terem Kol,
B'terem Kol,
Yitzir Nivra,
Azay Melech Shemo Nikra Adon Olam, V'yaharei Kitlot HaKol, Levado Yimloch Nara Adon Olam, Behu Hayah, Behu Hober, Behu Yiyeh B'Tifara Adon Olam, Behu Echad, Be'en Sheni, Lehamshilo Mahavbira Adon Olam, Beli Reshi, Beli Tavli, Velo Ha'az V'Hamizra Adon Olam, Adon Olam,
Asher Malach,
Asher Malach,
B'terem Kol,
B'terem Kol,
Yitzir Nivra,
Azay Melech Shemo Nikra Adon Olam, V'hu Eli B'chai Goali, V'tzorchem Li B'yitzhara Adon Olam, V'hu Nisi Yumanos Li, Menakosi B'yom Nikra Adon Olam, Be'ato Kibruvi, Be'emtishan Be'ayibra Adon Olam, Be'imruvi, Gaviyati, Adon Elohim Elohira Adon Olam.
Shabbat shalom,
Shalom,
everyone.
shalom. Shabbat,
Go
shalom.
downstairs for Kiddush. And thanks to everyone who might be on the live stream for zooming in. Breathe in on this.
Do me a favor? Do me a favor.